had multiple types of crushes, okay?
Okay.
And he starts talking about bands that he liked, and I was like, what?
Yeah, so I had a crush in class 4. We'll call her Zebronics, like the electronics company.
Yes.
She walks in with tears. Like, all of us know that the teacher is garbage and we would gossip about the teacher. Parents would come to parent teachers conference and be like, "Marte kyun nahi aap isko?" And then dragged me out of the class and punched me in the face. On today's blessed episode, because we have Juno here,
Yes.
we are going to talk about some highly interesting things like our first crushes and our school life. Tell me
What?
about your first crush. When was it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember your first crush?
See, I had multiple types of crushes, okay?
Okay.
My
Types of crushes.
yes, the fictional one and the non-fictional one, and even in the non-fictional one there was like celebrities or like musicians, and which I had like intense crush on them, but I would make up scenarios and
Okay. So essentially, you had a few kinds of crushes. One was fictional,
Mhm.
one was non fictional. And in non fictional, you had celebrity versus non celebrity.
Yeah, like real life
Yeah,
people.
exactly. Got it. So let's talk about your fictional crushes first.
Creatures.
Yeah,
Yes.
fictional creatures. Yeah.
Yes, my first ever crush
Mhm.
was, don't judge me if non-fiction, no, in the fictional world, was when I saw my brother play Resident Evil 4. I was like, who is that handsome ass man?
Leon Kennedy.
Yes, Leon Scott Kennedy. I was like, those piercing blue eyes and that
Mhm.
blonde hair, that emo-esque hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you found a guy finally who is nothing like that. Neither does he have that complexion, neither does he have that hair, neither does he have blue eyes. He doesn't have a gun, also.
You might have a gun, I don't know.
Mhm.
Mine.
Are we talking about?
I had multiple fictional character
No, but
crushes.
let's stay on Leon Kennedy for a
No,
while.
the other
I
one
want to.
also was similar to Leon.
Okay, who was
Uh,
Ava?
no, Ava. Who's
Sorry, Ada,
Ava?
Ada. Ada Wong.
Oh yes.
Was that the second one?
No, yes. So like this is what happened. I saw him and I was like, oh my god, look at him. Look
Mm-hmm.
at this gorgeous man running through the woods with his gun.
Mm-hmm.
Guns.
And you're like, I want that gun in me.
No. I
When
was a
was this? Was the,
child.
yeah, that's why I was asking the question about the age so that I could
I was
phrase my things around it.
disgusting being. I was a child. I don't remember when. कब निकला था वो भी भूल गई थी मैं तो. When was it out?
Resident Evil 4. We can check.
I think I was very young, so I was like class 3 or 4. So I don't remember.
Resident Evil 4 released in 2005.
Oh, 7 years
No, I don't
old.
think you saw it in 2005.
It was a bit later.
Because
Like I
that's
remember I was still in
that's
primary
like
school.
that's like you're 7 years old at that point.
Yeah, I was in primary school or I was just in high school. So like 4 or 5, class 4 or 5.
How
So
do
like,
you have like how do you develop crushes on fictional characters in class 4 and 5?
I don't know, you can.
Okay.
You're just, I think you're not a female, that's why.
No, I think I am just normal.
No, it wasn't like a sexual crush. It was just he was attractive.
Mhm.
That's all.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. And then I saw Ada Wong
Mhm.
with her red dress, just
So, like in class 4 or 5 itself, you figured out that I'm bi.
yes.
I like both. Give me both of it. Give me the
Yeah.
pole and the
And
hole.
the thing is, no, I didn't figure out then. Ew, the pole and the hole. You have both.
We don't talk about my hole. Dude, that reminds me. I read something online. Okay, it was basically some woman had made a reel saying, I just found out today that men don't shave their buttholes. How do you go about your life without shaving your buttholes? And the comment is, a wise philosopher once said, he who trims his yard is expecting visitors.
Okay, so ladies, if you're trimming your yard, your
You're expecting
Grand
visitors.
Canyon, your
Which is kind of true. You're like, why are you making so prim and proper for? Because I know this for a fact. Women will go out, and if they're wearing like ripped jeans or something, they will only wax or shave the areas that are visible because efficiency. That's because people will see it. So if you're cleaning up your butthole, someone's gonna see it.
yeah, but then seeing it is different. Come, sit here. Sit. Anyway, so the thing is, you wanted to look British.
Let's say goodbye to Juno.
Bye,
Bye,
Juno.
Juno.
She said bye. After that short interval of Juno sitting on the wire.
Yeah, we're going to cut it. There's no interval.
No, that was an interval.
Yeah, there was a technological interruption which we have cut using
Yes.
technological means.
Yes. Anyway,
Yeah,
what were we saying?
we were talking about poles and holes
Oh
and
yeah, your
expecting
poles and your,
visitors.
oh yeah, visiting your poles or holes. I don't know.
Let's not.
No, I
Yeah,
was
but
saying that. See, not every place that you go, you get to go in. Like some temples are closed,
Mhm,
but
interesting.
it should be clean. What am I
Hmm.
saying?
So yeah, the idea being that you are probably just you can admire it from a
Uh
distance.
huh.
You can be like, let me spread it, let me see it, let me touch it, feel it,
Yes.
but not enter.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Why did I use the temple
Because your body is a
analogy?
temple, and temples have many gates. We went to Jaipur, all the
We
temples had
never
many
went to any of the
temples.
temples.
No, but the palaces had many gates. They were like, oh, this is for the spring gate, this is for the summer gate, this is for the winter
Oh
gate,
yeah, there was
etc.
autumn and all
Right?
these things. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so our bodies also,
Mm-hmm.
we change our entrance points based on the season.
Do we?
I don't know. I don't.
Did
I don't
you?
have entrance point. No, I am entry blocked. Anyways, what were we talking about? We were talking about crushes. How do we get to this?
This disgusting man.
Yeah.
Just
Anyways, we were talking about crushes. Okay.
yes.
So you were telling me you had this as your fictional crush. Makes sense. When was your first non-fictional crush? Who is a celebrity?
Mm, when I was in class 2.
Class two.
Yes.
You were one horny child, bro.
No, this man thinks that crushes are like a sexual thing. No, it was just like you would be, for me, it was just I would be excited when these characters, no, these celebrities would come on screen. I would be like, oh my god, I need to see. I would be like
So why
gleefully.
so why do you say that they're crushes and not
I
just
don't
I was a
know,
fan of them?
because it was not like other celebrities that I was watching. I think it was not giving me that kind of
So
a
what
butterfly in
what would
my
you think about?
tummy.
What would you think about that? I want to hold hands. I want to hug them.
No,
What would you
maybe.
think?
I don't know. Maybe. Like nothing. I don't remember that much. I was in
Okay.
class 2.
Okay, cool, cool. So who was it?
There
Don't say
was
Justin Bieber.
no. Unlike you, he wasn't in my list
Okay, cool.
ever.
Okay.
It was so because my brother, I could watch what my brothers were watching. So so we had MTV, and usme they would watch like the music videos of Green Day, and
Hmm.
I was a huge fan of Billy Joel
Oh wow.
Armstrong,
Okay.
not
Hmm.
Billy
Hmm.
Joel, Billy Joel Armstrong,
Who's that?
the lead singer of Green Day,
Oh, I don't
not
know.
Billy Joel.
I don't know them. I've
Do you not
heard of
know
Green
Green?
Day. Yeah, I've heard Green Day. But I've not really followed them properly. I was in a different vibe in school.
You
That's
vibe.
because I was poor.
No,
Okay.
you don't need to be rich to know.
No, I was in a different sort of environment. We'll get to it. We'll get
Any
to me. Just talk about yourself for now.
sure.
Okay.
That was the first I was like, ooh, I'm excited to. So whenever see, the music would be there,
Hmm.
and there was a music video. So other music which I liked, I could hear from a different room. But whenever Green Day used to come, I'd be like, dark, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm watching. And my brother knew
Hmm.
somehow. he knew and he told his friend that I liked Green
In
Day
class
lead
2.
singer.
How old was he at that
He
point?
didn't say I had a crush. He said I liked the
Yeah, yeah,
band
but
Green Day.
how old was he at that point? How old is your brother compared to you? 8 years,
He's 7, 8 years younger
7, 8 years. So he was okay. So he was in he was in a different sort of complete bandwidth altogether.
obviously.
Yeah,
He's not in. I'm definitely sure he's not all class two ka mindset.
I know,
I don't know
dumbass.
where you were going with that.
I'm not going anywhere. Okay,
Anywho,
we don't have to always say anywho. Yowny meow.
I'm searching for another
There
one.
is no word. Just tell me about
No,
is that your only celebrity
no.
crush?
Another was Chester Bennington
Okay.
because he was just a great singer, and I was like, damn. But that
I think you're
crush,
just fan. You're not they were not
no, that
crushes.
became a real crush as I grew up. I was like, I would like Chester Bennington as my boyfriend. That
Mm-hmm.
was when I was older, a
Mm-hmm.
bit older. So like
When
class 7, 8.
oh, so in class 7 you were like boyfriend, I want boyfriend, and who
No,
should be
I
your
didn't
boyfriend?
want
Chester
one.
Bennington.
I didn't want one. I was like, later on in life, if I have one, it should be Chester
Mm-hmm,
Bennington.
mm-hmm.
As if he was going to
Yeah.
come to me.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm just waiting for someone like, class 7 Nitisha. Oh no, it just made him a pedophile.
He's
That is,
not.
he's not.
He was
Rest in
not.
peace.
Yes.
Yeah, so those were your celebrity crushes.
Yes.
What about real non-celebrity crushes?
So the
Mm-hmm.
way you think of crush I had
Yeah.
was I never okay. The thing is, I never had a deep like butterfly thingy. Uske pehle
Mm-hmm.
before that, I never had that butterfly in my belly while seeing somebody. But this was the first time I was going to a tuition, and it was I started the tuition in class 7, but it was in class 8 I got to know of this one dude who
Yeah.
used to come to that tuition.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like, oh, they after looking at him like, wow, he's so attractive. No, it was one day I was talking about something and randomly in class, and he starts talking about bands that he like, and I was like, what?
You like bands?
Exactly.
Me too.
I was like, you listen to Linkin Park? Oh
Oh
my
my god,
god.
we're the most unique people ever, just meant for each
I was
other.
like, exactly. I was like, who would
Yeah,
even know? I
like
thought I was
someone
the only
else
one.
likes the same music as I do. It's a match made in heaven.
I thought I was in the elite club, and then he also. So it was like you listen to the same
Yes.
band, and I was like, yes. He's like, oh, me too. And I was like, what do you listen to? And I was like, anyway. So I don't remember what we did, but we started exchanging pen drives. He
Mm-hmm.
would give me his pen drive saying that, say, give me all the songs that you listen to,
Mm-hmm.
and I will put some songs there, you can listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to exchange like songs, movies, and I was starting to build up a crush on this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my god. And I looked horrible.
And what if one day you just put a bunch of dick pics in that and gave it to you
I'm
instead?
glad he didn't. I am so glad he did. He didn't.
Wow, why did my brain just go there? I was like, that man must be horrible. How dare he? I think secretly I just want to hate this guy. I just want to find out he turned out to be a molester or something. Because I
Why?
just want to be like, no, there's a bad person. I'm the only good person in your life. That's it. That's how my brain's going to work.
That was when I was a child. We
Yeah.
both were
Why
a
did you not find me then, huh?
You were living in Rishira.
No, it's your fault.
No, it's your fault. It's your parents' fault and my parents' fault
Yes. Let's
for living in either place.
Yeah, so then what happened?
Yeah,
You
so we
start
would
developing a crush on him.
yeah, so we would talk, we would text.
Uh-huh.
Texting.
You folks would text
No, not
in
that
class
much.
7, 8. No, so you had phones.
No.
Okay.
I didn't have a phone. I think he had a phone. I don't know.
So how
Not
did
in
you
7,
text
8.
then?
Not 7 was not the age. It was in class 8. I was in that tuition for a very long time. It was a very nice
Okay.
tuition. That ma'am was amazing.
So by text you mean like Facebook Messenger
Oh
types.
yeah, we had Facebook. I got in. I stalked him on Facebook. Like, I searched up his name. So
Mhm.
his name is pronounced. I will not use his name, but as if वो देखने, as if he'll
Yeah,
watch.
let's create a name. Let's invent a name for him.
Punti.
Punti Siona. His name is Punti Siona.
Punte, right?
Punte Siona.
Yes, Punte.
Yes. So
So,
one day Punte.
so I was thinking Punte spelling would be Punte.
Yeah, with the little
With the
line on the
little line,
E.
yeah,
Yes.
whichever side it goes.
Yes.
But apparently his spelling was P-O-O-N-T with an E-I, something like
Ah,
that.
Punchi. His name is Punchi.
Yeah, so after doing a lot of Facebook like searching for his name, I finally found, and he had two Facebook profiles, and I was like, oh, one is an old one whose password he probably forgot and doesn't upload anything, and
Yeah.
the other one was the one that he was using. And I contemplated, should I or should I not send him a friend request?
Okay.
And after contemplating for like 3 whole days, I was like,
Okay.
I just should. And then he
Yes.
accepted immediately. And then I thought, this is match made in heaven.
No, he was waiting. He was waiting. He was
For
on his
me.
computer. No, he was not waiting for you. He was just like, he was also contemplating.
Oh,
But his contemplation would have taken 3.5 days. And while his contemplation was contemplating, your contemplation had contemplated.
yes. I did the first move. I made
Yeah.
the first move.
Yes.
And then I thought,
Crazy how you used to make the first move. And then now I make it.
how dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, but we'll talk
You
about our
son
problems
bitch.
later.
What do you mean problem? Do we have problems?
No, we don't.
Is this how I get to know we
This
have
is
problems?
online intervention.
No. This is how you fix your issues. You make a
Yeah.
podcast, and then you
Yeah, you'd be like,
let each other
you
talk.
you look up counselors. They're like
Yeah.
7,000 rupees per hour.
No, too much.
How much is it to make a podcast? 7,000 rupees, 2 mics? Great. Podcast ready.
We could have just not used mics.
Okay. Anyways, I'm still curious about the what happened later.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I
Friend
thought
request had
this
happened.
was love. I thought, yes, obviously, this man, not man, there was a boy that time.
Mhm.
This guy most definitely has something for me. Otherwise, why would he accept it immediately?
Yeah.
So anyway, we started talking. So
This
it was
Delulu, a lot of us have felt.
yes. So we started talking. We would exchange like the whole pen drive exchange thing were happening, and I was like, I should do something more. And you
Mhm.
know what I used to do? This is how dumb I was.
Okay.
I would give him gifts, gifts as in so. I was the first person to introduce him to this band called Avenged Sevenfold,
Yes.
which was at that time became one of my favorite bands, and he also absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's still one of your favorite bands.
Yeah,
You've recommended their songs to
yeah,
me
but
also.
I don't listen to them that much anymore. Anyway, and so uh, he was a huge fan, and he became a huge fan of the lead guitarist. His name is Sinister Gates, and he looked absolutely amazing. That lead guitarist looks so good.
Oh my god, the whispers. You're
Sorry.
like, looks so good. Just want to suck a stick. Give it to me.
No.
I don't know.
You.
My brain is rotten.
You want to suck a dick, I guess.
No.
We'll get you one. Anyway.
Why?
So then. So I took the liberty to buy a t-shirt, a plain t-shirt, and paint him that lead guitarist on the t-shirt and give
Oh
it to
my
him.
god.
Why would I do that?
That is a lot.
Yeah. And that was not in class 8, that was in class 9. This went for like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
2 years
Yeah.
was the whole crush. That was a long crush for me at least.
So, was that the only gift that was given, or?
No, I used to draw him stuff and give it to him.
Oh wow. I think I should have found you then only.
I
बहुत कुछ
would-
मिल जाता.
What do you want.
I think
We
you would
want
have. I think
drawing.
you would have bullied me. You'd be like, "Do you listen to Avenged Sevenfold?" I was like, "No, but I have heard Baby 7 times. Do you
Yeah,
like that
I
song?
would have
Baby,
I
baby,
would have
baby."
bullied you so much.
Yeah, that's why I was saying we were in different sects of society. In where I was living in Rishra, I used to live in Rishra. It's like a small place, very small town in sort of the edges
Yeah, yeah, we get
of
it.
Bengal.
You were
No,
in a
you get
village.
it. A lot of people don't, right? But it
Yeah,
was,
it was outside Kolkata. It
yeah,
was a
it
small
was,
town.
yeah, but it was not like a village. So there was electricity and everything. Water was
You know,
there.
villages
There
have
were good
electricity.
skills. No, that time villages didn't have
Okay.
electricity.
My
This is
nanny's
like
village had electricity.
back then,
Yes.
like 15 years ago.
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying is that in Rishla, the sort of awareness for all of these things was much less, right? Like English songs was the genre. Okay,
No,
people
even
didn't like. For example, if you went to someone in your school life, and you would spoke about music, you would talk about, okay, what genre of music do you like? Do you like rock, metal? These were words that
mm,
people knew. You folks
not
did
a
not
lot
know
of
what metal meant. You
no.
didn't know what metal meant.
I knew, but not people of my age didn't
Huh, I'm
know.
not just talking about, I'm talking about in Rishra, no one knew.
Hmm.
Okay. In Rishra, English songs was the
Yeah,
genre.
makes sense.
Okay. So, and the most popular song during that time in English was Baby because it had like broken all
Not
the
just in Rishra, the whole
internet. Yeah, it
world.
had broken all the internet records. That's why it had reached
Yeah,
Rishra.
it had the most dislikes on YouTube.
Yeah, it had all the records, good and bad.
Yes.
And it held it for a very long time.
Mhm.
But yeah, anyways, so that was your first crush. And do you, so okay,
No, the whole story. There's a
okay,
full
so the
on
story is
story.
uh,
How he
okay,
ditched me, not ditched me, he snitched on me.
okay,
This
interesting.
bitch.
Give
Okay.
me the juice.
So the thing is, it was after a point, it was actually getting evident that he had, like, I had a crush on this person because I would come on, like, go to that tuition on days that he would go on. So we didn't have like matching tuition days. It was sometimes, it was, I think, one day we had a matching day. Anyway, so then I changed my days of going to the tuition because of him. I was like, no, I will go on these days because, no, I didn't say why, but I will go on those
I
days.
relate.
And then, so after which, what happened? Oh yeah, so after which I would try and sit beside him and talk. That's all. But there was only one time that I hung out with him, and that was, I was like ecstatic.
Mhm.
And he wanted to form a band, and he was like, oh, will you be in our band, because I used to play keyboard, and he was like, we need a person to play keyboard. And I was like, oh my god, this
This is
is
my dream come
proposal.
true. Yeah, this is marriage.
Yeah. Why would he? He
Yeah,
could have asked anybody, but he asked me.
yeah.
Not because he might not find anybody who plays the keyboard, who
Hmm,
knows
hmm.
how to
He
play the
wants to marry
keys.
me. He wants to have babies with
Yeah,
me.
he wants to play my keys.
What? You were calling me a poo poo head.
you,
You are the poo poo head.
you are poo poo, okay?
No. Okay, cool.
So then, after that, nothing happened of it. Anyway, uh, what happened? Oh yeah, so a lot of things. He was 2 years older than me, okay, and I don't remember much, but there was one time. Apparently, so there was another girl who had a crush on her, who was younger than me. So now,
Okay.
yeah, so now she would also want to sit beside him and everything.
Oh, so competition has entered the picture.
No, I never thought of her as a threat.
Oh, because you were like, that ugly bitch. I've got this in the bag.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I thought this dumbass, this, this,
Yes, that is the kind of confidence that is needed. Yes, cool. Carry
no,
on.
even you would have called her a dumbass at the age of
Huh,
2, I guess.
I would have called her for sure. A dumbass, I mean, not called her, called her. Be like, ये लड़का नहीं मिल रहा मेरे पास आजा भाई. No, I would not.
That was disgusting. Anyway, then apparently he went and told this girl that I had a crush on him, and told my tuition teacher that I had a crush on him.
Why the?
And I was like, what? Hmm?
No,
because
wait.
she
How did you find out?
because this girl was like, I know you have a crush on him and everything. I was like, what? Hello, what? Because and this guy
Hmm.
tells me that he knows that that girl has a crush on him. So do you see what he was doing? He was telling that girl that
Ah, he
I
was
have.
trying to initiate a bitch fight.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't want to
I was
fight.
like, let us be friends and fuck him, bitch. Not fuck him,
No.
as in like, fuck that person.
I don't want to be friends with her.
Oh, she
She
was
was very
ew. Okay,
annoying.
okay.
Anyway, but I was like, what? And then my tuition teacher called me
Hmm.
to the one day, like after class was over. She was like, Nitisha, wait for a moment, I want to talk to you. And she was like, I got to know from Punte that you like him. I was like, what? Who?
Yeah, who
Who?
told you all of this?
I was like,
Who fed you this
no.
wrong intel?
She just said from Punte.
Oh,
He himself told.
oh.
So anyway, so she then she was like, I know, but you should, he's older than you. You shouldn't focus on all of these
How old
things.
was he?
He was 2 years older than me.
So he was in class 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fucked up, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Class 7, 8 people having crush on class 10 folks is disgusting.
No, I was
But
in
also,
eight.
him proposing that, be my keyboardist and all of that is also as fucked up, in my opinion.
Why?
Because to a class 10, see, it's percentage wise, okay? Like 2 years of a difference when you are 30 is not a lot. But when you are 15 or 14, then 2 years is a big percentage of your life. A lot has happened. So, should
I don't
not.
think so. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. But
Okay.
yeah, then she is like, and she also gave me more gossip. Like,
Teacher. Why did the teacher have so much goss about children's
no, she
sexual
didn't say
interests?
gossip. She didn't say that. But it was like, oh, he is not. She basically said he's not that good of a person because, like, that's
Ah,
the
she
gossip.
was looking out for
Yeah, she
you.
was actually
She
really
was the
nice.
angel.
She was.
Hmm.
She was. I really like that teacher because she
Good.
was like, he's not that good of a guy because there was another girl who I think was just a year younger to him, and she's like a very pretty person. You would look at her and be like, oh, and she has this hazel eyes. So,
Hmm.
and he tried to flirt with her and whatever. She was like, he's not a good guy. He tried to flirt with this girl and everything, and usko bahut disturb karta tha, and he would like call her up and everything. So it would be better if you try to not initiate any kind of friendship or anything with him. And after that, I stopped.
Good. So you listen to your guardian angel.
No, I was very sad. Also, he stopped talking to me. So what would I do? Just stop talking, I guess.
Okay, so don't give yourself the credit then.
I didn't, but I did stop.
Just give yourself the credit. Oh, I stopped
Yeah, but
talking.
I did stop talking after he stopped
Yeah, because
talking.
exactly. So
No,
your avenues were cut.
no,
It's
but
not
then
like you were like, okay, I finally learned my lesson.
no, but then some people go beyond and be like, talk to me.
Huh,
I
I'm
didn't
just
do that.
I'm
Okay,
just
I'm
assuming you
better.
have some self-respect.
I'm better
Yeah,
than that.
I'm
At the
assuming
age, at the
I'm
ripe
assuming you have
age of
self-respect.
15 years or 14 years old.
Yeah, good that you had some self-respect.
Yeah, that was my major crush.
Hmm. And that's it.
I don't think I have a major. I had.
Now I'm
I
your
have
major
the.
crush. Say that.
Oh,
You're supposed to say all of these things. What?
no.
How will the internet people be like, let's ship them, they are the best, etc. I don't think that's happening. We just
We look like siblings. That's so true.
shut the fuck up.
We will be on that
Just
site
Game
which
of
like
Thrones.
no, on that Instagram page where it says dating or sibling. Have you seen that?
No, I have not, and
If
I have zero interest. That is not a choice that I ever
no,
want to
that
have.
that is the page that we belong to.
No.
Our
Anyways,
friends, my friends say that we look very similar,
yeah, your friends need better eyes.
and you need friends.
Yes. Wow. Just escalated level of burn. You say this shit about my friends, well, get some first.
Exactly.
Crazy.
I had a crush in college also, but
Yeah, we
I've
don't
been
want to talk about the
blabbering.
college crushes
No,
right
we are
now.
blabbering a lot. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm blabbering a
Yeah, we don't
lot.
want to go to college crushes right now because um, I want to talk about my school
Yeah, I
crush now.
know. I know.
I've been
Say,
waiting. I'll be like, how dare her talk about her crushes? I also want to say I had crushes, but we were both failed at our crushes, so it's not like.
you shouldn't. You should fail. Your crushes are bad only. Not your. I mean, everybody's crushes are bad only.
Yeah, but also you should be like, how dare you have a crush?
Unlike you, I am not. I forgot the word.
Envious,
No,
jealous,
no.
insecure.
Yes. Unlike you,
Yeah,
I'm not insecure
you
of
you you knew the
some.
word. You just didn't want to be like, I called you insecure. No, no. If you
You
make me
call
say it,
yourself.
you called yourself insecure. Just fucking. This is
Yes.
why women know the art of war. Just manipulation.
Yeah, and yet men are the cause of it. Let's talk about your crushes.
Wow. Just attacked all of manhood and be like, ab batao. Don't play
Let's
with the
talk
wire.
about your crushes.
Yeah. My crushes. I only had one crush because I was boring and I thought ki, oh, sacha pyar to ek hi baar hota hai. that was that was me in school. So like in class 4 is when I had my first crush.
You had your first crush in class 4, and then you were telling me, oh, in class 4, you
Yeah,
like
but my
this.
crush was different. My crush was I wanna hold hands.
Yeah, so same. I didn't want to go fuck Billy Joe
No, I
Armstrong.
didn't have any celebrity crushes at all.
Yeah, so same. At class 4, you don't want to go do fucking shit.
No, I didn't have celebrity crushes at all.
Yeah, with
I
the
was not in.
celebrity also.
Yeah, I didn't have celebrity crushes.
No,
What I'm
I
saying.
am saying
What?
you, when I said I had a celebrity crush, you went, oh, so you wanted to put his dick in your mouth.
No, I was just
As
messing
a class
around.
4 child.
I was just messing around. Let's not say all of these things. YouTube will not promote our content.
No, they do it only. Anyway, no.
And not like they're promoting it anyways. It's like 30 views on the last video. Anyways,
Yes,
what
your
was I?
crush in class 4.
Yeah, so I had a crush in class 4. We'll call her Zebronics. Okay, like the electronics company.
Yes.
So Zebronics was seemed very pretty at the time, right? And I was super interested in her, and I was just interested in her from class 4 to my school ending. Okay, and in my school we didn't have 11 and 12. Like it was just not there.
Yes.
We had to move to a different school. So we had grade 1 to
Wait,
10.
you had a crush on her till 12th grade?
No, till 10th.
Oh.
Because then I moved to a different school.
And then you forgot about her.
I remembered, but then I forgot also.
Yeah, so you forgot about her.
Yeah,
You're
I
like a
forgot about it.
goldfish.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
And I was
3
like,
days
that's
I didn't see her,
too.
I forgot. I
Yeah.
don't remember. Who?
Heck it. No, but if I tell you, you'll figure out why I should have forgot also. So
Mhm.
essentially, I had a crush on her, and I would do very weird things. Like I had a bicycle, and I would ride it and follow her rickshaw.
Ew, that's creepy.
No, not like in a creepy manner.
That's like that
Where
movie.
she and me would talk while we
Mm-hmm.
were going because we used to sit together in class. So that
Mm-hmm.
was like another half an hour of.
And she never told you to get up on a rickshaw.
No, because there were other people on the rickshaw. These
Oh,
were
the
the.
van rickshaw.
No. It was not a van rickshaw, but she and her brother were in the rickshaw.
With the
So two people.
okay.
Yeah, and her brother liked me.
Oh.
Her brother was like, "Yeah, you should get with her."
Mm-hmm.
Brother was very pimp in that way.
Ew.
No, the
Yeah.
brother liked me,
Mhm.
and I would write poems for her. I would do a lot of stuff, and we had like a ritual. Okay, like every birthday, I would ask her to give me a kiss. Okay, since class 6 or something, and
I never did that.
I
I was
did that.
better.
Yeah, I was not better. I'm
I
saying
was
that.
so much better.
Yeah, and she would always say no. She
Good.
dated everyone in the class other than me. Even at one
Wow.
point, she dated the boy who bullied me.
Oh.
That had
In
also
class
happened.
6?
Yeah, class 6, 7, 7, 8, or 9. I don't
What?
remember exactly when. But she dated the boy who would bully me. So
Yeah, that
basically,
was a power move.
yeah, no, and she would then be all friendly and lovey-dovey with
Yeah,
me, and
that was a power
I was
move.
like,
Nothing else.
bitch, you're just doing the hanging out with the bully person.
Mm-hmm. That's she wanted to manipulate you.
Yeah, and at one point of time, I fought with the bully for her.
How did you like punch?
Yeah, I punched and I screamed and shouted and all of that. But one punch and then scream shout. That was the deal. I don't even remember what had happened that had led to that. I just remember that that had
You
happened.
just wanted a reason to punch that guy. That's
Yeah, probably. I hated him.
it. Yeah, he was a bully and he stole your
Yeah,
girl.
exactly. What the fuck? And like the
That
thing
is
is,
your.
and the thing is, I still continued to be quote unquote in love with that girl
Mhm. Yeah, that's your
while
villain heart.
yeah while she was dating my bully, knowing full well
Mhm.
that he was the bully because we were in the same class. That was crazy. So yeah, all of this had happened, which is why I think it's good that I don't have a crush on her any.
I don't think so. You should have.
No, not now. I mean, even then, that's why it's good that I forgot.
Mhm.
But yeah, that hopeless romantic era was there. At one point of time, I think I had written sort of like a love letter or something, and I had just left it in my desk because I didn't want to give it to her. I didn't have the courage to give it to her. But her best friend, who would sit beside her, she was also my friend, saw that was there, that letter, took it, read it, gave it to her. Okay.
Damn, that's a
and
movie.
and I'm sitting in my class, and this girl has told me that I've given it to her, and I was like, and now I'm scared but also excited because I'm like, okay, what if it goes positively? Well, I didn't have the courage to do it, right? And then I'm just sitting, not being able to eat
Your
my
tiffin.
tiffin, and I'm waiting for her to come because she had gone out to eat her tiffin, and then I'm just looking at the door every few seconds, be like, is she coming in? Is she coming in? Is she coming in? And then she comes in
Like a
with
Bollywood movie with the
with
Bollywood song.
nope,
Oh no.
with tears streaming down her ears. Like,
Ears.
sorry, eyes, not
She
ears.
had some problem, some infection she had in her ears. If it was
No, don't ruin
tearing.
the flow of my story.
Sorry. Yeah, her
Yeah, so
tears
she
were earring.
enters with
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, her eyes were tearing. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, she walks in with tears, like big fat big tears streaming down her eyes. And she come and now I'm worried, like, why is she crying? Is this happy tears? Doesn't look like happy because she's like sobbing and everything. And she comes to me, she shoves the letter in my face, tears it into pieces in front of me, and throws it on my face, and then
Damn.
walks off.
This is a movie.
And then I was like, oh my god, what have I done? And I just spent like 2 days crying. Also, like, I couldn't cry in open in my house. So I'm hiding and crying, like I'm pooping
Bathroom
four
mein, yeah.
times to go and just be like,
Mommy, and your mom is like, Beta, what happened? Like, diarrhea.
like,
Why are you
खिचड़ी बना
crying?
दीजिए ना please.
Like, why are you crying? वो
नहीं cry, बहुत
पिछवाड़ा
दर्द हो
जल
रहा
रहा है.
है.
My ass is torn because of the
Yes.
diarrhea. It's hurting.
Oh my god, it was crazy. That had happened.
This sounds like okay. So, uh, early 2000s, uh, alternative rock music videos had this storyline.
What?
This.
So even though I was listening to Justin Bieber, my life was a rock video.
Yes, a alternative rock music video.
An alternative to suicide. Sorry. Unaliving. Yeah. Give me a reason to live.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what I was saying.
I
But
thought,
yeah, just talking about school reminded me of so many fuck all things that I used to do in school.
like what?
So okay, let's talk about this. Have you ever gotten like beat by teachers?
Once.
Only once.
Yeah.
You were a good kid then.
No, it was just not allowed in our school to beat the children.
Oh, it is not allowed everywhere, but legally in my place, teachers would come, st- parents would come to parent teachers conference and be like, मारते क्यों नहीं आप इसको? Why don't you beat him? Why don't you beat my child? Beat my child. My child learns only the language of violence. Beat. Here is scale. I have bought a steel one for you. Beat. That happened once. I once this is
That is very concerning.
it is concerning, but this is what happened once in I think it's probably like class 2 or 3. We had a teacher. We'll call her Bononono.
Yes,
So
exactly that.
so the
No, no, no.
yes. So Bononono was a ma'am,
Mhm.
and she was very horrible. Okay, she loved beating children. Okay, it was like a hobby.
Ew.
Yeah, she like no, it was not like she just would do it. She enjoyed it.
Yeah,
She
she was
savored it.
sadistic.
Yeah. And I remember I was one of the good children because I would study, I would do all my homework, my grades were great.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Because I didn't have a life.
Hmm.
But even then, one day I didn't remember something. I don't know exactly what had happened, but I think I sort of gave the wrong answer to something, probably. And
What?
I was giving the wrong I gave the wrong answer or something. She called me. She had those yellow wooden scales,
Oh,
remember?
yes.
And she asked me to bend down.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
And then she took the scale and gave a big fat whack on my back, not my ass,
Why
my
did
back.
she say bend down then?
Because she wanted to give it to my on
Like
my back.
this.
Yes, she didn't want to
Oh.
get up. She was fat. Okay, she didn't want to get up. Bonono was bigona. Okay, so
He was a
she
big oh no.
yes, so she didn't want to get up,
Mm.
right? And she gives this big fat whack on my back, and the wooden scale, new wooden scale,
Broke.
breaks into
Oh
two
my
pieces.
god.
And you know what my parents did? Guess.
Did they vacuum more?
No,
Thank
my
God.
parents replaced her scale
Oh my god.
with a new one.
What? I am so sorry. I feel bad. What?
And
They
then
felt bad that your
yeah, we
teacher
felt like you
broke
suffered a loss, a
of a
financial
scale.
loss. We will cover it for you.
Oh wait, do you want a supply of scales?
Yeah,
We'll give
if
you.
this doesn't like sort of represent the Indian
Oh
education
my
system, nothing
god.
does. Yeah.
Ah, I you should have a fear of scales now.
I used to at one point of time, but then I was like, okay, fuck it. Beating is part of my life. Just accepted it.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, um, that was one of the times I was beaten in school.
Mm.
There are other times also. There's one other time which is even funnier.
When was getting beaten up funny?
It's not funny. It was not funny then,
Thinking
right?
about it
But
now is
no, but the entire circumstance around it is funny. So I'll tell you the entire story. Okay. So here's what had happened. There was this teacher. We'll call him Ajanta.
okay.
Okay. This now Mr. Ajanta was a horrible teacher. Not because he didn't know how to teach, but because he was uneducated himself. Okay. Like he had a degree, but he had not taught what he's supposed to teach. Because teachers over there were not very well paid or whatever, right? So you didn't get high quality teachers anyway. Now all of this I did not think back then. Back then it was like garbage teacher,
Okay.
right? And he only came as a substitute in classes, right? So he came as a substitute for our English class. Mr. Ajanta, who and now all of us, me, my crush, her best friend, my best friend,
And the
and
bully.
no, not the bully. That time she was dating some other guy who was
Okay.
a new person in the school. That's another story. That's
How
another story
many
altogether.
people was
There's
she
too many
dating?
stories. So there are like 5, 6 people. Okay. Now there's our group.
Okay.
Okay. Now there's a lot of problematic dynamics in the group, but we'll not get into that right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the core idea is all of us know that the teacher is garbage and we would gossip about the teacher, right? Now when the teacher has come, just before the teacher coming, we know that he's about to come. uh, we are all talking about how garbage he is, he doesn't know how to teach and all of that, right? And then he comes, and then he starts teaching us and giving us notes, right, to write. So he's dictating things
And
and we are
which
supposed
class
to
was
write
this?
it down. This was probably class 7 or 8,
Okay.
probably class 7 or 8, right? And he's uh, he's reciting notes. He wants to write them down. Now I see from my angle that he has a notebook open, right? A notebook, and inside that he has a guidebook open. Okay, you know what guidebooks are? Basically, so he's supposed to teach us English, and
The answers are
it's
in the
it's
guidebook.
basically p- pre-written answers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now reciting from a guidebook is not a problem, right? But he's hiding it
Mm-hmm.
by a notebook to give the children the impression
That
that
he
it's his
knows the
own
answer,
answers.
yes.
Okay. Now I realized that, I saw it, and then I told it to all the friends in our group. I was like, dude, he's cheating. Okay. Like that's the only word we know. He's cheating. Okay. And then the girls, they sort of egged me on, right? They were like, yeah, I wish someone told him something about this. And I
Mm.
was like,
Let
your
me
wish
be the
has come
hero.
true. I will do it. So I stand up and I was like, sir, now for context, he already hates me. Okay. Because I was good at English. Okay. And he was a substitute. And the actual teacher really liked me and gave me a lot of good grades and all of that. But because a substitute, he has some ego issues and all of that, he did not like me because I was good at it. I knew all the answers, so he could never really punish me because I got great marks. He could not do anything about it, right? So there was that dynamic was there. He was one of those teachers who was like, I want to make his life hell. I just don't know. I just want a reason, right? And I stand up like a bitch, like a dumb bitch. I say, sir, you are cheating. And there's silence in the room, like pin drop silence. Before there was murmur, chatter. All of that is now silent.
Everybody's like,
Everybody's like,
what?
what did he just say? Did he just say it? And then even the teacher is a bit shocked. He's like, what did you say? I was like, sir, you're cheating. There's a guidebook under your notebook. And then he's like, come outside. Come outside. Get out of your chair.
Mhm.
And now my heart is racing a mile a minute, right? But I have to appear like the big, strong person, right? And I get out. Now, as soon as I get out, he holds my collar, drags me. Okay. We were in the second last bench. He dragged me through the front and then dragged me out of the class, right? And punched me in the face
Oh,
2 to 3 times.
hello.
Yeah.
Wha-
And then slapped me a few times. Okay. And I started crying there, but no one can see me because I'm outside, right? He's done it out of everyone's view. But the smacks and the punches everyone can hear, right? So it's fucked up and I'm crying.
What?
Yeah.
Hello.
And then he lets go and he's like, go back. Okay. Now I wipe my tears as if my face isn't completely red and the tear marks are not there. And then I walk in with a smile, fake smile, as if nothing has happened. I am very strong. Nothing has happened at all. Right. And because I wanted to sort of appear strong, right, to the girls. Yeah. True story.
Are you okay?
Am I? I don't know.
You should have been in your villain era by now. Like, you should have destroyed the world or something. No, you're not normal.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, this has actually happened. I'm not making things up.
The person punched you.
Yeah.
Not like, okay, I slapped you. No, punched you. Punched
Yes.
a child. He must
Yes.
have felt so masculine, like so
Yeah.
strong after
And
that.
he was very not masculine, okay? Because he was very short. He was shorter than the children, okay? And and he had major ego issues,
Mm,
okay? Because he was a substitute. I think he must have been getting paid lesser. And the
obviously.
main teacher was a woman that was also there.
Mm.
A lot of things, right? And he was generally not liked by people because of it. I think his wife also didn't fuck him, probably. Anyways, we are getting on a wrong trajectory.
You went on that wrong trajectory.
I am going on the wrong trajectory. Okay, fine. Damn.
Ah, yeah, I
Yeah.
am sorry that you had to go through all the
Yeah.
punching,
But I want to
beating.
hear about you. What was the one solo time that you got beat as a
No, I
child?
didn't
When was that?
get beat. I don't remember.
Now you're like, compared to you, I didn't get beat.
Yeah, true. I think mine was a breeze. I was not getting punched in the face,
Yeah.
kicked in the balls, and all those things.
Yeah.
I don't have balls, so yeah, that's why. No, the most that I can remember, the traumatic incident was something I saw. That was in class 1. We had our class test. It was probably GK class test or something that we were giving, and I so there were it was a small classroom, and there was like two parts, and in the middle the teacher could walk, so there are
Mm.
like benches, long benches on one side, long in the middle. So I was sitting on the edge of one of those, and there's other girl whom I knew, who was like a family friend, of like her family was friends with my family, so I knew her that way. And she was there, and she was very weak in her studies, like really really weak. So this teacher, who was a nun, by the way, she was a class teacher, she was taking our test, and we were writing our exams. So now she was looking at me,
Mm.
maybe like she was not asking for answers or anything, she was just looking at me. She was like this, and I was also looking at her. I could see that she didn't know anything. So the teacher, the nun, she saw, and she was like, "What have you written?" She took her answer script. She saw there's nothing written on it, and she took her head and banged it on the desk.
Oh my
And I
god.
saw that, and I was like, um should I say something? What should I do? I was so scared because I thought she'll come to me and she'll bang my head on the desk.
Fuck.
And it was not just the
Must be
desk.
super scary.
There was like the board, the examination board, that the clipboard
Hmm.
that was there. She banged her head on the clip thingy,
Oh no. Oh my god.
and she was crying, like, but
Of
she was not
course.
making any noise. She was just crying. It was just snot and tears, and everybody was just saw, and they turned back, and she was a very very trash teacher. Like, she would get
Yeah.
angry, she would throw stuff and all those things. But yeah.
There needs to be I think there needs to be like a psych evaluation before someone becomes a teacher.
Oh yeah, I remember this one time
Yeah.
where I didn't get beaten up, but another nun. These
These
nuns and
nuns are
sisters are so
so
problematic. I don't know why.
yeah.
Because so this is in class 5.
Mhm.
I was in her class, and it was a history class. No, it was grammar. She would teach history, and she would teach English grammar. So we were sitting, and it was grammar class, and she was teaching something. I was listening to her. So the way I listen is, I like, I cannot concentrate by just staring at the teacher. I have to look here and there. So I was actually looking outside, but my ears were to what she was saying. That's how I could focus. And it was my last bench, matlab, I was sitting in the last bench, so we had a rotation day. It's not like every day you sit in the same bench.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was my last bench, so she thought I was distracted looking outside the window. She comes up to me with her chalk and she draws on my face very hard, like it was red. Okay, I had like, I could later on there were like marks over
Oh
here.
my
She
god.
drawed like this and I was like, what happened? I was like, you're not paying attention, you're looking outside. I was like, no, I was paying attention. I can actually tell you everything that you've spoken. I said, I blabbered everything. I was like, oh, oh, why then? Why were you looking outside? I was like, but I was paying attention. What the hell do you mean? I didn't say that, but then I was like,
Dude.
but I know what you're saying. Doesn't matter if I'm looking outside. I can still say what you're saying. I know what you were saying. She literally
Yeah.
drew on my face, and she didn't
I'm
even say
feeling
sorry. How dare she?
I'm feeling so
That
much
bitch.
I'm feeling
Sorry.
so much anger hearing that. Like, because see, I'm sure that the schooling system is better now, I hope, but it was pretty shitty
Yeah,
back
it
then.
was.
It was really
It was
shitty.
so easy to
There
beat
was
up kids.
there was too much power with the hands of in on the hands of the teachers. There was no consequence. You didn't have the support of parents even.
Yeah, the
Like,
parents would be like, no, do it.
parents would replace the scale.
Also,
Your parents, you told them, to be like, new chalk box you want, man.
I didn't understand this one concept of you need to ask before drinking water.
Yeah, there's so much. And if
Hell,
anyone now or in the future listens to this and you're not from India, they'll sound like a very alien concept. But in our schools, we ask permission for basic human activities,
yeah,
like
like,
like can I drink water, not may I. And the thing is, it's not like you want to not cause disturbance, because drinking water doesn't cause disturbance. Right?
yeah,
Because,
this,
and the thing is, the teachers have the right to say no. No, be thirsty, you don't deserve water. that is that is allowed. What the,
I,
who is the, who came up with this? I
and
cannot move my arms
we,
enough. Like, I don't
we
know.
had a rule that only water. So not even Glucon D or anything like that.
What? You can control what people are drinking in school.
Yes. So it was like, no, you cannot drink anything other than water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. This used to be there in our school too. So you can get two bottles, but you can only drink Glucon D or whatever in your recess.
yeah,
You can drink water in your classes, which is absurd.
foolish,
I
exactly.
think it's just about control.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
just
was
about
to have
putting
that
all of the
fear
control in the hands of the teachers and making them feel like, okay, you can change whatever you want.
and have like an authority over
Yeah,
you.
and it's very fucked up.
It,
Yes. Why do you what normal human being would say, no, you cannot drink water? That's crazy.
yeah, that was another
But
thing.
literally every teacher would a lot of times say, no, you
Yeah,
can't drink.
their thing would be, you will, oh, now you're drinking water, then you will have to go pee. Yeah, no shit. I think
Yeah,
I
that's
would
how
have to go
body
pee.
works, but that
And
is to
I'm a
be
child.
expected.
Also, a child's bladder is way smaller than a big ass
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to leave the classroom after your period.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
You'll have to ask
Yeah,
permission.
even between the time when
Yeah.
a teacher is coming, you still don't have permission. You have to ask either the teacher is about to leave or
Yeah,
the
or the
teacher who
new
will come
teacher who will come.
afterwards.
Oh my god,
So
that is so
even during the
annoying.
5 minutes that are there between the periods, you are not allowed to drink water or go to the
Mm.
washroom on your own. It sounds very crazy right now when I think about it.
This same
Back then seemed
this
normal.
same nun,
Yeah.
she was an asshole. Nobody liked her. She
Yeah.
was she was a pain in my ass in that school. So there was another thing that happened. So I was in a missionary Catholic school. I'm a Catholic. So we had Carmel Blossoms. So we were called the Carmel Blossoms,
Hmm.
the Catholic students, and we would have extra special um, days every month, once every month on a Saturday we would have like a retreat where we would do Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Yeah, we would do action songs, read the Bible, and do
Oh wow.
boring
And
shit
that's
like that.
called a retreat.
Yeah, it was retreating. Anyway,
that's that's just
so
propaganda
it
retreat.
was, and
It's
so
PR, propaganda retreat. You've built so many crazy acronyms on the show. Crazy.
so so one day what happened is my mom, so we didn't have carpool because obviously there was like just few people are going to school, so my mom would drop me. And what happened was that day something happened, there was something else going on which got cancelled.
Hmm.
So like some students were having something which got cancelled, and when I went they were like, oh no, it got cancelled. So we were told to go back home by the guard of
Hmm.
the school. So me and my mom was like, okay fine, let's go back home. So then my mom was like, before going back home, let's go to your friend's place who lives right beside the school. So we went there. Now what ended up happening was, she didn't return. So she was like, what happened was, so we were like, let's wait because maybe the notice just came when I was there. So
Hmm.
maybe they'll be like, they'll contact the rest of the parents and tell them to take their. So we waited for like an hour or two, and then she didn't like return back home. So later on we got to know it was a different thing. So there was a different group of kids who were supposed to go to Nico Park for their children's day celebration. Like we would go to Nico Park, but like class 5 will go in one day, class 6 will
Hmm.
go where it was. So there was got cancelled, and then the guard thought that I was from that class, which is why he said go back home, that is cancelled.
Oh
Now
wow.
what happened was, so obviously I'm too late to go to that retreat thingy.
Hmm.
So my mom was like, let's go back home. So
Hmm.
the next day, Monday, when I go to school, this bitch of a nun who was our class teacher as well was like, Nitisha, get up. I got up and I was like, why didn't you come to the retreat? I was like, because I told her the whole story.
Hmm.
This happened. I also told her I went to. I was like, so you knew that your friend is here, and still you went back home. I was like, yes, but it was late. And normally, when you're late, you don't even allow us to come inside the campus, get inside the campus. She's like, no, you could have come, you could have called the school, you could have done this and that. You didn't. And you know what she said? I told like my mom suggested like it's better that we go
Yeah.
back home. You know what that ass of a, not ass is way better. That
Hmm.
shithole
That
person.
homeless ass.
Yes. That
That crusty ass.
that she said, your is your mother dumb? Doesn't she have common sense? You know how much that hurt to listen to me in front of the class. I was tearing in my eyes, and I was just there standing staring at her because I was like, oh my god, did she just call my mom dumb and doesn't have common sense in front of my class? I was angry, I was pissed at her. I was like, and I was in class 5, I was like, I didn't know what to say. I
Yeah.
just shook my head down. I'm like, okay, fine, what to do? But that has still remained with me. That was so annoying.
Yeah, and she would not have the balls to say that to your
In
mother.
front of my mom, exactly.
And the thing is, all this conversation she should not even be having with you because you don't make decisions.
Yeah, I will do what I'm in class
You talk
5.
to the adult.
I'm a
You
10 or
think you
11
think
year
you
old.
think there's a problem there. You call up the house. You talk to the mother or the father directly, but they don't have the balls to do it. They just want to take their frustration out somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what did I do? And she was blaming it on me. Like, you could have. I was like, which even if my mom, it's a retreat. Nothing happens. It's not that important if I don't go one day.
Yeah, it is not important at all.
Yeah, it is not. And it was forced on us.
Yeah, like
Like
make it
legit.
fun if you want
No,
children to attend.
literally it was you have to go there, matlab you have to be present. If you're absent, you better have a doctor slip.
Yeah,
You
for a
cannot.
retreat.
Yeah, never mind, it was so bogus. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah, there's the problem. The entire teaching industry is full of a lot of fucked up people. And the thing is, because schooling is so separate from the house and what happens at home, there's so much that can happen at school, and you might have no idea. You might have no idea how traumatized your child is. You might have no idea what has gone down. And more often than not, the parents will not even be on the side of the
Yeah.
child, because in their mind their child is already wrong. That's
Yeah, in their mind it's like the teacher has to be right. Like, why would they make any
yeah,
mistakes?
exactly.
You are the dumb one.
Yeah, but but I hope it's better now. I hope it's different. I hope that it's better now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because now talking about all of these things is making me feel like, oh, I am traumatized actually. But
Yeah,
I never felt that way then.
our
It just felt so normal back then,
yeah,
right? It just
our
felt like, okay, that
schools
is
were
reality.
like, my school was controlling what you did outside school.
Yeah,
It was so weird. Why? So I don't know. It was just weird. Like, if you are doing something outside of school premise,
yeah,
it was like, even if you are not representing your school, you
yeah,
are doing something fun outside. Why will you do that? You posted this on Facebook. Like, so what?
yeah. Oh yeah, you know what boils my brain the most is, this happened in our school, and also many schools have heard this happening. They would police people's clothing. They would police who you're talking to, who you're fraternizing with. Are you talking to boys outside? Are you talking to girls outside?
Yeah.
All of those things they would do, right? So they had a rule where they were like, if you are in school uniform, you cannot be talking to like the opposite gender outside. That's not allowed. If you're caught, that's a
Wow.
problem. Okay. But this one girl once came with a complaint that a teacher had abused her outside of school, right? And the school refused to take action on the grounds that it happens outside school premises. So when something bad happens to the child, no responsibility is
Yeah,
taken by the
they
school
don't
because
care about
outside
the.
school
Yeah.
premises.
So it shows that
But
they don't care
if
about
the
the
if the child
children.
does something that it wants to do on his own or her own, that's a problem. I want to control that.
Yeah.
That's outside school premises, but I'll still control. The thing is, consent is the problem. They just don't like consent.
Yeah. Oh,
Rape is
kids
fine.
have consent? How
Yeah.
dare they?
Yeah,
They can
teachers
give?
go, yeah,
No.
teachers go abuse your children. What? You're not raping your child. What is wrong with you? You should do that. That's okay to them. But and it's so fucked up. Just think about it.
Yeah.
And that child switched schools. That girl, she
Yeah,
changed schools
obviously.
because,
It's not safe for
yeah,
her.
no,
She will never feel
yeah,
comfortable.
and the
She will.
teacher and the teacher was still there in the
Yeah,
school. We all
exactly.
knew about, and he's still teaching. And he
It's
was
not.
the and he the you know what happened after? That's fucked up. He was made the class teacher of the
You.
girls section
Disgusting.
afterwards. Yeah, I hope he something bad has happened to him.
Yeah, I hope he is shitting his pants every single day. You know what I hope? I hope he never poops properly. I hope every time he gets up on an auto, his bowel starts to grumble and there's little poop that comes out.
Yeah, I
Oh,
hope
but then
his
it's not
wife.
good because his wife will clean it.
No, I don't think he has a wife.
Ah, then it's good. Then that should
Yeah,
happen.
I hope he doesn't have a wife.
Same.
And I hope if he has a wife, that wife does a a, a case on him, because I'm sure he's abusive to her also, and she takes away every single penny he has.
I hope he never has kids.
Yeah,
He should not have kids.
yeah, that
He
would
should not be
be,
around kids.
yeah. There should be psychological. Uh,
Yeah. I don't know why they're like teachers just randomly teach.
yeah, they let anyone be a teacher, especially in outskirts and all of that.
Yeah.
In like cities, I think it's better because rich rich children are safer than poor children. That's just a fact, right? Because rich parents have more control over their children's environments. But even I don't think even they are completely safe. Anyways, on that depressing note, let's wrap up this episode, and we will see you on the next episode of Gin and Talkin, which will be episode 4, because it'll be the fourth
Fourth episode.
episode. Bye.
Bye.